You see the headline. You know how this goes. Let's get into it. Kentucky State House Minority Leader Pamela Stevenson has launched her campaign for the U.S. Senate, setting her sights on replacing the retiring Mitch McConnell, the longest-serving Senate party leader in U.S. history. The Louisville Democrat, who served 27 years as a judge advocate general in the U.S. Air Force, commits to service, community, and a new era of leadership for Kentucky. Stevenson's campaign, grounded in what she calls a creed of duty, honor, Kentucky, marks a historic bid to bring more representation and real-world experience to Capitol Hill. You know what? I'll let her tell you who she is. Take a look.
Every morning the sun rises on the mountains and cities of Kentucky. It shines on our hope for tomorrow.
I am Colonel Pam Stevenson. I live by 3 words, 1 creed: duty, honor, Kentucky. For 40 years, Mitch McConnell watched Kentucky from 30,000 feet. I cannot believe he ever looked our people in the eye, wielded all that power, and retired without making more of a difference in their lives. I was born and raised in the Shawnee neighborhood of West Louisville. My dad was a union welder. My mom was a clerk. We couldn't afford much, but as a kid, I thought we were rich. We lived down the street from my grandparents' church, and I am an ordained minister in that same church today. It is good to be home. I was an Air Force JAG officer for 27 years. I served in Africa, Europe, the Middle East, and the Americas. It was a time when our allies mattered. And everywhere I served, I found a Kentuckian. We talked about bourbon, the horses. We talked about our families. We talked about our children. We talked about how our people are getting sicker, how little towns were vanishing, how the cities were getting meaner. And we talked about how we would make the difference when we got back home. I fight for our elders, children, farmers, veterans, and the disabled. I fight for access to health care and for public education. My colleagues know they only have a problem with me if they go after them. I am running for the United States Senate because this administration is coming after all of it. But the Kentucky Republicans lining up to replace Mitch McConnell will vote exactly the same way he did. They were his interns, but now they're his clones. We need someone to stop the recklessness in Washington, someone to restore the balance of power, someone who didn't learn how to be a senator for Mitch McConnell. This is when the brave take a stand for the future. This is when we come together and we say, not on my watch will you destroy my family, my community, or my country. Join me. Duty, honor, Kentucky.